never scared, stand up, stay brave. For the people, by the people, we built this joint. All facts, no filter, always on point, speaking truth to power. We done playing by the rules, taking back what's ours. Fuck 40 acres and a mule. Yo, yo. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America, land of the free, home of the slave.
Due to increasing censorship across social media and state media, the FTP podcast will pause discussion of topics related to Israel and/or the Jewish community for the time being. This decision has been made to protect the platform and keep its content unfiltered. The podcast will address these topics again when censorship is no longer a factor.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
This is Don Juan Daquan Johnson reporting live from the FTP newsroom. The FTP podcast has once again come under fire for telling the truth about white people. In response to what they describe as the latest violation of their First Amendment rights, FTP is pivoting to the FTP network, for the people, by the people, giving power back to the people. The FTP network will serve as the new home for the FTP podcast, Knick Knack After Dark, Court of No Appeals, the Bitch Happens podcast, and more. For updates on the FTP network and the latest news in politics and pop culture from the Black perspective, watch the FTP podcast Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays, 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at For the People Podcast Show. Here at FTP Network, we say the quiet part out loud so you don't have to.
Are you exhausted from constantly moving the goalposts? Is your energy crashing like the economy? Introducing Red Bullshit, the only energy drink endorsed by RFK Jr. This crisp, refreshing, fentanyl-flavored energy drink will have you more hopped up and wired than Pete Hegseth on a Monday morning after a weekend-long bender. It's practically meth in a can. Whether you're storming the Capitol or storming out of a Starbucks, Red Bullshit keeps you wired, not woke. Made with 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and an ingredient we can't legally tell you about. The great taste of rage with 0 calories and accountability. Red Bullshit energy drink. Hydrate your hate.
Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Ooh. From DEI to DUI, the DOD is DIY. Israel first, America last. Now Iran is on that ass. Wanna pull out, but the condom broke. Won't run through homeless, don't want the smoke. Drop bombs over Baghdad. You ready to go? Getting screwed on the daily. You a GI ho, Benny's hiding peak. You on your own, Iran got that fire, bitch. The heat is on. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one.
Shop the pole, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. See that the
with action. Let 'em know y'all just niggas with action.
Hey guys, welcome to 40 People Podcast. Oh snap. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome to 40 People Podcast. I am your host, Vision X, and this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. Joined by our veteran queen of judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
And I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chats. K is my name, Germany 2263. Chris Hall, Gene and Clay. Nice to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute, Gene and Clay. Good to see you. KK Flow. T Coop, as always, great to see you. Yeah, let's see here. S Dupree. Donna Jean and Penny Scott 6151. She said this song is a whole bop. And the Cosmic Blue Autistic.
Thank you.
Nice to see all you guys here today. Remember, if you are on any other platforms and you're having issues, you don't see your chat come up or something, just come to YouTube, put your message in the chat box. We'll go ahead and see it. We get shout outs at the beginning of the show. In addition to that, also, if you guys would like to join the show as well at any time, remember, it's only 2 of us today, so we can take up the 2 additional guests. There has been some people that have been reaching out in our DMs asking about this. I tell them just, if we're not like really going out to get you to come on the show for like a special reason, you can always just come in the chat, just click on the link. We'll go ahead and get you in. You do not have to be on camera if you don't want to, but we just want to let you know that as well. So we're going to go with our icebreakers today. I thought this was pretty good, and it has drummed up a lot of information that how people feel about things. Now, they said you're putting a 90s festival together, all female acts. You have 1.5 million. Who you booking? So you got Selena, Celine Dion, Brandy, Missy Elliott, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, Monica. Is that Tony? Yeah, Tony Braxton, Aaliyah, Madonna, and Whitney. Now, I'm gonna say this, okay? If they're talking about live performance and everybody's at their prime, live performance, you're spending tickets is $300, $400, $500, and you're gonna go see acts. I'm choosing Janet and Missy. I don't care.
Well, yes.
I want performance. I need, you got to give me performance. What do you think, Nikki?
No, I agree, because the rest are singers, but when you think of a festival, there's people out there standing up, they're dancing, they're gonna expect, like to give a show, and the rest of them, they don't dance like that. Like even in the 90s, like if in the music video, fine, but the ones that danced on stage would have been Janet. And as far as Missy, it's just the music. You knew she keep dancers, so you knew it was gonna be like live. So those are the 2 I'll pick. Who is the person up here at the beginning? Is that Selena? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Selena.
I couldn't see her. Okay, so yeah, I would go with Janet and Missy because I've seen Janet before. So yeah, I would go with that. I get Whitney, but she's a singer. She's just gonna stand there and give you the song. She might do a little dance here and there, but they're not performers in that sense. They're more like singer type, diva, that type of thing. I'm there to sing the songs, not give you a performance in terms of movement and all these visuals and things like that. They weren't about that.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. That's what I was like, when it comes like, especially in this economy, hell no. I want to see Janet, like the Velvet Rope. You take that, and Missy Elliott in her prime in the late 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s, it's a done deal. You're going to get your money's worth.
Yeah.
You're going to get your money's worth. And most people in the comments, it was like the budget was too tight. Somebody says I can afford Whitney and Brandy. Somebody else says Mary, Brandy, Missy, and Monica. Somebody says making Brandy 200K is effing insane. Somebody says all I need is Whitney.
That is, but that's
somebody says Selena and Mariah. So I think it's just awful. I think it's just like based off taste, who you want to pretty much hear. But if it comes to performance and everybody's in their prime, you're going to get your money's worth with Janet and Missy Elliott. I'm just going to let you know that. Also, so we are going to go into our next segment. So Michael Jackson, hopefully I get to go see it tonight. I mean, it's been doing very, very well. It made 217 million in its opening weekend. So it's already up there. And I'm going to actually pull up this chart for you as well. And so right now, of course, he's going to surpass Elvis with his old copycat ass. But these are the biggest of all time in terms of biopics. And so you have, and this is opening weekend. Elvis ended at 288 million. Opening weekend, Michael Jackson, whole different story. That's why they keep saying, oh, Elvis is the king. He ain't the king of shit. That's Michael Jackson. And then Bohemian Rhapsody, which was Queen, of course, they're a big band. Freddie Mercury's huge. So that's pretty much the competition right there is, and they're a group. Okay, so that's another thing. Also, Godfrey, he has something to say about it because everybody's always talking about these artists of today, they can hang with Michael Jackson. I said, you a damn lie. I don't care if y'all talk about Beyonce. I don't care if you're talking about Britney Spears, Drake, Kendrick, any of them. They cannot touch Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's been dead for 17 years. His movie has grossed 217 million opening weekend, and he ain't even here. There's not an artist alive that can do that. So let's take a look. We'll be right back.
There's levels to Michael Jackson. Let's start with the levels of Michael Jackson. What about starting as a little kid? Little kid, he was killing it on TV. The Jacksons, had their own TV show, by the way. Sonny and Cher, you see the Jacksons on there. Huh? They were on variety shows, left and right. You understand that? They had an animation series, a cartoon, the Jacksons. Yeah, the Jackson 5. It was the Jackson 5. Huh? The Jackson 5. Michael was lead singer, killing it. He makes a record called Ben. It was a hit record to a movie. Huh? Look at Michael, how young Michael was in that. His voice was unreal. I'm talking Gary, Indiana. I'm from Chicago. That's not too far from Chicago, so I'm proud of it. You see them on Soul Train. Do you understand that? His maturity, how he took over the stage? Huh? Listen, some of these artists, they started off when they were kids, but they weren't superstars like he was. And then you got little kid Michael Jackson. Then you got teenage Michael Jackson with the Jacksons. It was the Jacksons. And they murdered. Huh? What are you talking about? He was famous as a teenager. Oh, but we're not done. 21, 20, Michael Jackson. Now Michael's legal. And smoking shit. Solo album off the wall. Fuck you talking about, bro? Huh? And then we got Thriller comes into the play. What the hell? Breaking records. Thriller sold 1 million copies a week. I want to let you know that. You can talk about your fucking Drakes and all this other bullshit and your fucking Taylor Swifts. I'm not hating on them. But this is before the internet. I'm not talking about streams. I'm talking about albums. Okay? Where you had to leave the house, put your clothes on, leave the house, and go to the record store to buy the album. Hopefully.
And you can go catch more there. I did post it on our shorts as well. But me and Nikki was talking yesterday about the interview that he had, well, he was having, but he had this one with Oprah. And I was like, I wish he would have just sat there and not been doing all that performing and dancing and just said what the fuck he had to say. And I think it would have went a lot smoother. But take a look. We're just going back in memory lane. We'll be right back.
Out of singing, wait. Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things that were printed in the tabloid, the only things that have been true is when they said I couldn't dance. It when we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing. And she did out of singing, wait.
Just to see her face, she didn't know what to do. And then this is also, I think this Corey film, I believe his name is. This was the guy that was talking about the allegations, and he is on the side of Macaulay Culkin. and Aaron Carter in regards to the allegations, because he was like, he didn't do any of that stuff and the shit was set up. So let's take a look. And I believe this was on either The Talk or The View. We'll be right back.
Only celebrity at the time in 1993 to come out and say absolutely not. Absolutely not. He never touched me. He never touched anybody. As far as I know,
there's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean tell them what happened? And I sit down with them and they all ask these super sexually exploiting, questions, back-sided questions. And I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm gonna do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? Uh-oh. That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, are you serious, Mom? Wow. I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? Whoa. And she goes, well, I think something happened, I think something. I'm like, wow. Really? Wow. That man did nothing but kind, loving, getting everything you could think of. We rode 4-wheelers, 5 hours, me, him, and Chris Tucker. Like, I knew Michael better than all of them.
Yeah, I believe him.
Macaulay, if it was Macaulay right now, even if it was Macaulay Culkin sitting right here, he would tell you the same thing I did with the same assertiveness.
Yeah, what happened at the house? That's what all these things are.
That's what's so weird.
What did that?
Nothing happened. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games. It really pisses me off that people think about Michael like that.
I do.
Well, you're wrong.
No, but
you're wrong, Howard. My opinion is, if he didn't do anything to me, I don't think he would have done anything to anyone else.
Police right now.
I've told the police. In fact, if anybody wants to go back to 1993 when I was interviewed by the Santa Barbara Police Department, I sat there and I gave them the names. They're on record. They have all of this information, but they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Who you said, by the way, did not abuse you.
Who Michael was innocent, and that was what the interview was about with the police in 1993. I told them he is not that guy, and they said, well, maybe you just don't understand your friend. I said, no, I know the difference between pedophiles and somebody who's not a pedophile because I've been molested. Here's the name. Go investigate.
So I want to know, this movie's doing very well. I'm seeing it this week. I hope you guys see it too. Go support him, support his legacy, because he should be in that #1 spot. The Oprah interview had me hollering. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. She was shook. And this is also Oprah. She's friends with Harvey Weinstein and Epstein. There's photos of them. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And the other thing is, Aaron Carter, I think his name is Corey Feldman, and Macaulay Culkin said the same things. And that's but the thing is, like we stated yesterday, and I still stand by this, I wish he had some real Black people in his corner that was a good publicist or a good attorney or somebody that was like, hey, these are white folks. That's one thing. The second thing is, you got these kids here. They trying to do something. You can't do that. And Michael Jackson, I know he was trying to save him, but at the same time, you got to do it in a different way. And the way it just came off was very weird. So, audience, Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, it's very weird that Corey Feldman still to this day dresses like Michael Jackson. That's very weird. But if you pay attention to what Aaron Carter said, the mom set it up. She was trying to get him to say something to get money.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you how these white people are, that they'll go after somebody. They will position their kids to make it look like you're doing something to him. I wasn't gonna never give y'all Michael. Even I love Cat Williams down, and one of his favorite, I can't think, is it Pimp? I can't think of the name of the special. The Pimp Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
Love that down. When he gets to the Michael part, we gotta agree to disagree. I don't think he did that. OJ, you can have that nigga. Michael ain't touched them kids. I just don't. It looked bad because he paid it to go away, but that's the type of person he was. He didn't want to go through that. He didn't want to put children through that. And imagine if it did go public and it was a trial.
Yeah,
they would have found something. They would have tried to manufacture shit, it's not above them. So I think he was like, you know what? I know they want money. That's what they want. At the end of the day, they just want money. So let's just settle and give them money. Because I bet if they probably would have said, let's take it to trial, they would have been like, no, let's settle. So
Yeah.
either way, he knew it was going to end in them getting money. My thing is with this movie is the critics. Like it's always happened in black movies. Like when it's a all black cast, the majority of these critics are white people. And they did it to Sinners, but I distinctly remember when they did it to Boomerang. Because that was the first time you saw an all black cast. Everybody in there was professional in terms of like their jobs. They weren't on the street, they weren't doing anything. And it was like, this is unrealistic that a black man would be a marketing executive for a cosmetic company and all of this was and it wasn't. And then when you go to Sinners, you see what they did, what Variety did. Like, oh, this little, here go your little movie. And then, but Marty Supreme is this thing about a little bitch playing ping pong. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Now with Michael, the score is low, and niggas know if the white people score it low, that means it's gonna be a good movie for us because they don't understand our storytelling and what we're about. So all of these reviews and stuff, I love that black people are going out in droves and supporting it. And that's what we're doing with movies because we need to get Hollywood to do more like black movies where there's real story behind it. I know I don't know if y'all gonna cancel me for this or what, but I hate scrolling like streaming services and you see them B and C black movies, like B-list, C-list black movies that just like, what the fuck are we doing here? And it's like I want to see more people working with like actual good scripts, actual dialogue. There's always going to be straight to video shit. But black people, we need to see more black cinema and we don't need to keep repeating the story. Okay. We don't need a sequel 20 years later. We don't need a reboot. Just like Sinners, people have stories. Let's tell black stories that don't involve slavery. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to see shit else. And I think that's why people love Sinners because it was refreshing. It wasn't slavery. It wasn't us like killing each other. It had a whole story and it had a point. So with Michael, I think we do need to celebrate his legacy. And anybody that tries to downplay that, unless you was born at a certain year, if your birthday don't start with 19, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. If your birth year and you talking about Michael Jackson don't have a 19 in front of that bitch, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Your fucking commentary is irrelevant to me. Okay, that fun fact, the first piece of music I ever spent money on, like my mom take me to the mall to go to the record store, was actually Reby Jackson Centipede. That was the very first piece of music I purchased on my own. I used to love that song. But it's Michael Jackson. Everybody loves him. It's babies. You could play Michael Jackson right now. Let me tell you something. If the beat to Billie Jean come on and you niggas ain't dancing either physically or in your mind, check your pulse because you might be dead. Because you can't. You can't. I don't see how people want to destroy his legacy, but I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm probably gonna wait until I go see my daughter so we can watch it. We can watch it together. So I won't be seeing it for like a couple of more weeks, but I'm excited to see it. Shout out to Angela and TGD for our 2 super chats of the day so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. And welcome back, Angela. We didn't see you yesterday. You missed. You got to go back and watch the 2 last, these last 2. Fire. I was. Oh my God. I was editing. I was trying to figure out what to actually say because we're condensing all of our clips now. So I was just like, oh, so I had to do the rest today. But yeah, we got some good clips. So thank you guys so much for that. This next topic is we're about to get into some black business too. And Matthew, she had a question in regards to all these organizations that be out here talking to support black and black this and black that and black, but they ain't showing up to the stuff. And so we're going to take a look at this video and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everybody. It's your good old
Dr. Matthews, how are you? How are you? Oh, happy Sunday. But you know what, though? I was looking. And some reflection. So, on Friday, when we was out there at HPD, you know, we had community people there. We had one Hispanic man now. So, where was our leaders? You know, NAACP, where the hell your ass been? And I'm a member. National Urban League, where the hell? Texas Coalition, a Black Democrat State Chapter, where the hell was y'all at? Also, HBAN, where the hell was y'all at? Y'all quick to want to have these galas and fundraisers and all this shit, but when it's time to get on that front line, I ain't seen nothing now. See what I'm saying? See, that's the shit I be talking about. That's the shit I be talking about. See, when it's time to get real ill, that's why that's why they mess with the Panther, they mess with us. That's why they mess with me. And for Willie D to even say we don't have no other leaders in Houston, we depending on you, Dr. Matthews. For that man to tell me something like that, come on, man. And then everybody know how Cornell get out. Cornell been doing it for years. But I'm saying on the fact, where was these organizations? This was
and take a look at our actual shorts. And then also, this lady has something to say about Black standards. And take a look. We'll be right back.
Well, white men kill their families and white people be homophobic and racist. They get off, they get away with it. Well, I don't think black people should act like white people. My standard for blackness is not whiteness. I actually think black people can be better than white people and should be. I have higher expectations. You got me. Cat is out the fucking bag. We have better food. We have better culture. We have better music. We are better. Why do you want to be a white man so bad, be as bad as him and get away with it? And the church said, amen. Right. I don't strive for whiteness. Whiteness is the devil. Why? Actually, maybe worse than the devil. We got that crack it inside of you. You need to exercise that out of you. What are we talking about? Well, white men do it. I don't care about what white people are doing. Why don't you talk to them? Because I don't talk to white people often. I'm talking to my culture, my community. Stop bringing up what white people do to get away with things. Stop. When white people do that, why are white people your standard? White people shouldn't even be white people's standard. They should to themselves.
And, you know, I want to agree with both of them, actually, because, you know, this is some of the things I've been talking about here. It's like you see stuff like this in terms of all these organizations, these Black organizations saying, oh, you know, we pro-Black, we pro for the people, we pro this, but they not really out here unless it's like what she said, a gala, or it's some type of fundraiser, or it's some type of political thing so people can, you know, get fame and fortune off of it. And I think that our leaders today and our Black organizations are a little bit tired, well, beyond tired. Even when it comes to us like trying to band together to help each other out, especially like, you know, people going through this housing crisis and job crisis, I ain't heard not one Black organization that's like, hey, you know, we working on something to get Black people jobs. We working on trying to get a network to where if you're a nurse or a teacher or whatever, and you're looking for a job, well, we got some people that is hiring here that can get you in, because every other group is doing it. So why aren't we? It's like we're the only ones that's really divided here. And I agree with her. It's like the standard should never be white. I mean, everybody copies Black people. They copy our stuff. We're the standard. Everything from music, culture, hair, all of it. Even our inventions. Even, you know what's funny? You know what the pads, right? Women's pads. I forgot the lady's name, but she had invented this decades ago. And she was trying to sell it to these white organizations, Sarah or something, I think her name was, and I'll pull it up when I start doing more history. But she tried to sell it to some of these big organizations like Procter & Gamble, et cetera, and none of them would buy it. The patent lasts for 25 years. After the patent got done, all these organizations that got all these pads and maxi pads and stuff, now they took her actual invention and they selling it to you. They need us for fucking everything. They don't create, they steal, they patent. That's what they do. I'm telling you, without black people being here to create that stuff for them, they wouldn't have anything. So, Nikki, audience, what do you think?
I don't think that we're the only ones that's divided. I think our division is we're the only ones where the division is on Front Street because we don't gatekeep. We don't keep Asians keep Asian business, Latinos keep Latino business, white people keep white business, black people don't keep black business. Partially because people just force their way in, but also we as a community, we're at fault for that. Because every time someone and we talked about it, someone hits some rhythm or they know something black, you give them more credit than they deserve. We give more grace than what's deserved. And so people feel like it's just like an abusive relationship. We can fuck you over and then come back to you later. You know how a narcissist will ghost you and then they'll come back 3 months later and talk to you like y'all just talked yesterday, like nothing, like nothing in between happened. That's what these people do. Latinos have a lot of shit going on. The Latino people love to say, "Oh, well, we stick together." That's what you show. That's just like a husband and a wife will show unity, put on a united front. But when they get home, the wife can say, "Listen, I disagree with you." But in front of people, we're gonna be on this together. That's how a lot of these cultures are. This is how the Indians are. This is how Asians are, Latinos, etc. They will put up the united front, and all the while it's dysfunctional like a motherfucker in the back because it's anti-blackness within the Latin community between dark skin and light skin and all of this shit. But then only black people dealing with colorism is brought to the forefront. So I don't think it's just we're solely divided. It's just our business is always on Front Street. Yeah. And we're gonna have to start finding a new way to gatekeep things. You know, we've always been able to talk in code because we had to, but it doesn't mean anything if everybody else can translate it. Now, granted, social media, we set the trend for everything. It's that's gonna be there. But when something new comes up, protect it. If people are in the comments saying, "Oh, what's this? What's that?" And white people gonna always find a way because now you have white people that will use a black avatar, like a not avatar. I'm old, you know what I mean? An icon, who their picture, whatever the fuck. Y'all know what I mean. Profile picture. Their profile picture will be a black person, and they're not black at all. So they find ways to. They're always gonna find a way to get in where we are, but we have to be more vigilant about welcoming people in. You can't do anything about people finding slang and shit, and you know you can't do anything about that on TikTok and Instagram and all of that. But the whole proverbial cookout, stop that shit. The minute a white or person of color does something seemingly nice, or you know, towards the black community or anything like that, you niggas are ready. Oh, he invited to cookout. Oh, that's right. You good. I just like a white person could make an observation about racism, a whole ass white person. And if black people agree with it, then you're invited to the cookout. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna platform you. I'm gonna repost all of your shit. This is how you get white people having content about Black history, and they have millions of fucking views. Where literally a white person is, I'm on here, I'm scrolling, and I got white people telling me how it is to be fucking black. If you're gonna take that angle, you need to be a white person talking to white people about black issues, if that's what you're gonna do. But you can't tell me how to be fucking black, or you're telling us about our history because you decided to pick up a book or some shit. And it's no shade to people that, you know what I'm saying, are maybe true allies or whatever. But again, you got to look at how it looks. So whenever I see that, I got to look at your content and see, like, you know, pre-election, were you talking about black issues? You know, were you talking about all these things you're talking about now? Because if not, that means you grifting. That means you're using black pain and the shit we're going through to get you followers and shit like that. And that's why I have a problem. So I do think as leaders, we do need to come together more. Because back then, even though they say we shouldn't, now you definitely can't count on celebrities. But back in the day, you had Muhammad Ali, you had different Lena Horne, you had celebrities that spoke up on issues so much so that they put their careers on the line for it. That's what we're missing now. Nobody is willing to miss out on the check. Nobody is willing to miss out on the bag. And it may be some people doing something behind the scenes, but just like Black Hollywood and MAGA, you don't see a lot of people calling Trump out. You see some, but not. We need a lot more, but they're not doing it because they want to protect the bag. They want to protect the brand. So that's why even with these black institutions, they still trying to protect the fucking bag.
Yep.
So if you're trying to protect the bag, you're trying to keep being good graces of the white man, then you're not going to do the stuff that needs to be done for the black community. And we've taken the selfishness of white people where we're out for self. We're pricing, we are literally gentrifying our own neighborhood. Why is a barber charging $100 for a fucking haircut? For what?
Yeah.
Why are you charging $50? Because you don't want to deal with customers. You want to get rich quick without the actual work. You're pricing people out of their own community, just like white people do. So I think once black people start to let go of the white supremacy tactics that are disguised as tradition, black love, and black empowerment, then we could get somewhere. We can't even get black men and women to, agree. Well, I don't necessarily say black women, but you can't even get black men to stop treating black women like shit on fucking social media. You can't even get that. So if we can't even get that, how the fuck are we gonna build together? You too busy worried about the mileage on my pussy to go help feed the homeless. You too busy worried about who I'm fucking to go, you know what I'm saying, do Habitat for Humanity or some shit. You too busy worried about the wrong shit. And that's why we can't get what we need to get.
But it goes both ways, though. I see that a lot of women be on social media and they be like, "Oh, he got to have 100,000."
Oh, okay, yes, that. Okay, let's that I agree with too, because everybody can get it. I want y'all to stop that shit. Okay, stop that shit. If you got a checklist. If you can't check every mark on there, you can't expect the nigga to check every box on there. You can't require what you can't provide. So if you don't make $100,000, how the fuck this nigga got to make 100,000? And where are you gonna meet this nigga making 100,000 when you fucking working at Walmart? Where the fuck are you gonna meet him? I don't. You think a person that's making high six figures is in there shopping for their fucking self? Where you gonna meet a six-figure nigga when you work in the rent office? Where you gonna meet a six-figure nigga when you working at the fucking DMV? Stop asking for shit you don't even have yourself. And that goes both ways from men, from women. Men, stop expecting unrealistic shit from women. Women ain't out here auditioning to be your goddamn wife. Fuck that. You need to learn how to cook, clean, and wash your ass off GP alone. That ain't a woman's job, okay? You need to know how to cook, how to clean, and wash your ass properly. That ain't something we got to do for you. It goes both ways. But this whole gender war, like right now, they going off in my fucking comments. I troll the fuck out of these men, and they falling for it left and right in my comment section because, and we got some interesting merch that'll be up tomorrow. I'll just say that. Thursday. But this is the problem. Why we can't get together, because we're too busy fighting each other. Black men and women are too busy fighting each other, so we can't come together. And the shit y'all are fighting about is fucking stupid, because somebody on here told you bitches that you had to have a nigga take you on a $200 date. And the nigga didn't have $200, so now he mad because he don't have the $200. Y'all need to stop this shit. Stop dating for other people. Stop living for other people. Y'all get online just to live for other people. Y'all have missed out on good relationships because I wonder if, he don't have a new car. I wonder what my homegirl's gonna say about it. Or, he can't pay to get my nails done. So I wonder what they're gonna say about it. Do he have a job? Is he taking care of his shit? Was your nails getting done before you met that nigga? Then they could get done after. Now, if he want to give you the money, don't get me wrong. If a man offered me some money, I'm gonna take it. But if I was looking good before I met you, I'm still gonna look good now that I have you or know you. That's besides the point. I want a nigga to knock out my husband, knock out this rent, knock out these lights, get the food. I can go get my nails done. That I can handle that. This is the problem. Y'all want too much. Niggas want June Cleaver and they ain't got Ward Cleaver money. Then you bitches want the perks of June Cleaver without doing June Cleaver shit. We don't live in a society anymore where you can survive off of one income. It doesn't work like that anymore. 50-50 can mean something different to different people. 50-50 can mean bills. If 50-50 is finances in your household, that's one thing. 50-50 could be something else in another household. But I heard Kev on stage say this and it stuck with me. He said, you can't get to 100 without the 50. 50-50, you're going to get to 100. It's about teamwork. It ain't about, I'm doing this and you better submit to me and you gotta follow me. Where the fuck am I following you, nigga? To the unemployment line? Where the fuck am I following you? Where are you leading me? These niggas talk about leadership and ain't got no fucking plan to go nowhere. Then you tell black women, we don't give a fuck about your degrees and we don't care how much money you make and stuff like that. The reason why you don't care about that is because now that women have access to banking, checking accounts, credit cards, loans, things that we didn't have access to in like the 60s and 70s, you niggas have to have a personality now. You can't just say, I got a job and a car and a house and automatically get a bitch. You have to learn, you have to actually know how to talk to women now. You actually have to have a fucking personality. That's what the problem is. Y'all want the fucking, y'all relying on the fucking patriarchy. And then when you say you a provider and then a woman turn around and ask you to provide, she a gold digger. Nigga, what we doing? Mm-hmm. You want to provide, but then when the woman expect you to provide, she's a gold digger. Nigga, you niggas are scraping up change to go to McDonald's in the sofa. Leave me the fuck alone. I think black women and black men really need to get it the fuck together and start presenting a united front. Mm-hmm. Just like all these other cultures are doing. Go back to being a community. Go back to being a village. Go back to, if you see somebody's child acting the fuck up, you could discipline him. Not necessarily putting your hands on them, but you could say, hey, we're not doing this. You can give them some form of instruction. Now you bitch, don't talk to my son. You can't do the, but then you expect the teacher to be the fucking parent.
All right.
So I think, yeah, we do as a black community. It's a lot of stuff we have to work on, but we can't keep measuring ourselves by other cultures. We can't keep saying, oh, well, the Latinos stick together and the Asians stick together because they got shit going on. Because it's Asians that hate, the Koreans might hate the Japanese. The Vietnamese don't like this. Mm-hmm. Everybody got beef within they fucking thing. The only difference is that when it comes to hating niggas, they got a united front. That's the only difference. When it comes to hating black people, they all have a united front.
For no fucking reason.
For no reason. But we don't have that because we're not out here trying to hate everybody. But they will put all their differences aside to be racist. They will put all their differences aside to be anti-black. So I want us to get out of the mindset of comparing ourselves to other races and nationalities in terms of what is division and stuff like that, because everybody got some dysfunctional shit. So everybody need to clean up. They fucking need to sweep their door before they sweep anybody else's. That's basically what it needs to happen.
Absolutely. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue on into, actually, we're going to continue in this conversation, but I'm going to call this next segment pretty much, Black people, we gotta treat each other better. We gotta treat each other better. Now, I don't know, this woman, I guess she like does designing for like prom dresses or something, or just designing in general. And I guess the mom, what she did was, this is the designers on the left, and this is the prom dress on the right. Everybody's doing Met Galas for high school shit now. And I guess what happened is the mom, after the kid wore the dress and everything, and she looks amazing in it, she then did a chargeback. So she charged it back, and I'm going to let her explain to you, and we'll be right back.
Okay, y'all remember this dress right here? Yeah, the one I was showing y'all that I made. It went viral on Instagram and TikTok. Well, guess what, y'all? Girl's mother disputed that charge on my website. She disputed the deposit for it. The deposit is the price for the material. Here is the dispute that she made on my Shopify. Y'all read that. She stated that she bought flowers from me. Mind you, I don't even sell flowers. I don't know where she got that from. She just making shit up at this point. Okay, cool, bet. Basically, you're saying you didn't receive a product from me, which is the dress. Mind you, this is not a shipping a dress type of situation. She came and picked this up. She came to my house, and I have it on video. I have a video of her in a TikTok that went viral of her daughter coming, trying on the dress, and paying me and taking it with her. So, what do you mean you ain't get the dress? Now I feel like y'all trying me. Y'all think I'm slow because y'all don't try them white people like that. Of course y'all gonna try me. Like, that don't make no sense to me. So now, unfortunately, I gotta make an example out of you. And I hit the mother up, but I think I blocked or something. So I just messaged the girl and said, hey, your mom made it a dispute, you feel me? Y'all have till a certain time to, send me the chargeback money back, or I'm gonna do a story time on y'all. The daughter ends up DMing me back, saying it's ridiculous, you posted us. Well, it's ridiculous that your mom tried to charge back that money. And I'm gonna be real, I didn't even really want to involve her, but I don't have her mother's Instagram. I'm blocked, and now I have a chargeback on my Shopify that I now have to pay back. Now at this point, I'm out of $500 because what she disputed was the deposit money, and that was the deposit money is for the materials. I use that money to strictly buy the materials. So what she disputed, I made no profit off of. Well, I put a dispute in and I showed all the evidence, the pictures of her in the dress, everything. She literally collabed her prom photos on my business page, and I have the screenshot. She took it off now, but it's too late, baby. I already screenshot everything. I'm gonna put everything right here. I'm gonna show y'all her in the dress, and I'm gonna show y'all her collaboration, and I'm gonna show you the text messages of her mom saying, oh, we love the dress.
Whew, child, that's a lot. Y'all can go and watch that. That will be on our shorts, but also it's not just that. This is going on in South Africa. South Africa xenophobia as it speak. South Africans don't want other people from the continent of Africa to come over and seek asylum. Take a look.
Who's the camps I can go to? Okay.
Which country do you come from?
I'm from Congo.
Congo? You're from Congo. What is the nearest country to Congo? If you're seeking refuge in South Africa, because according to foreign policy,
you're supposed to go to
migrate to them.
So
you cannot come to South Africa, seek refuge in a wrong country and ask us silly questions, ma'am.
No, the government.
Which government?
The government.
Which government?
Which government you're talking about?
Let me tell you something. Shh.
Keep quiet. We don't have time to reason with foreigners. Leave, my guy.
Let's go, ma'am.
No.
Let's go, ma'am.
Shush. Leave.
Let's go.
We don't reason with foreigners. We don't want the reason. You run away from your problems. You
And it don't just stop there. This is at a school. Take a look in South Africa.
Why? What's wrong? Don't be scared. The police are here. Don't be scared. Why are you crying? You can see police are here. I'm with them.
So This is what I gotta say. I'm gonna start with the South African first. This is why I'm telling with the Somalians up here with the uppity attitudes and the Nigerians out here with the uppity attitudes and the South Africans, y'all look stupid. Y'all all black. White folks over here, group y'all all black. You're all black. They don't care about no, you from Kenya and you from Uganda and you from the Congo. They don't give a damn about none of that. You're all black to them. You're all the N-word. And to sit there and see that they are doing this at a school, like this is apartheid part 2 against your own people that look like you, y'all all got black skin. You're all in the same continent. I don't care if it's different countries. You're all in the same continent. And that's the blackest continent on earth. This is why when I see that y'all come over here with this uppity attitude and y'all think y'all better than people, y'all got stuff happening in your own backyard. Don't come over here with that uppity ass attitude when you got shit going on over there. Y'all look stupid. You look foolish. You look dumb. And these white folks, I'm not sure if Fox News probably got a hold of this, but they probably will. And that's what they're gonna put on there. Look at, they can't even get along. Look at them. They talking about us in 1960s and stuff and the 40s and 50s with Ruby Bridges, but look at them doing it to the people that look like them. And then also with the prom dress thing, there was a comment that says that's why they understand why people do cash only. Black people, we gotta stop doing that to each other. To sit there and that woman pulled up receipts, so I'm 100% on her side. But to sit there and have somebody do all that work on that dress, which was amazing, by the way, great work. And all she got was the money for the materials, $500. So she didn't get the actual labor. She only got it for the materials. And y'all charged it back. And y'all wonder why white folks is following us around stores and stuff like that. And we sit here treating each other like that. Nikki, audience, what do you think?
Well, about the dress, I mean, I agree. I don't know, like, you're wearing the dress and you posted the dress. Like, if you're gonna do some shit, like, let's be smart about it. But again, this is the work we have to do within our community. When you do have a black business owner that's trying to do something, you fuck them over.
Yeah.
And this is why, in this regard, solely talking about the black community, not comparing it to nobody else, this is why there are problems with us that we need to fix. This is what happens when everybody is out for self. This is what happens when white supremacy tactics continue to be allowed generation after generation to play out in the black community. And you're disguising it as something else. That's exactly what it is. You're taking the same shit, the colorism, the stealing from each other, things like that. If you didn't have the money for the dress, you could have been on a payment plan. You could have asked the lady, hey, if I give you X amount now, can you start the dress? Or I'll pay you, work something out if you talk to people, but you're too busy scamming. But and it goes deeper than that, because like hustle culture and scamming and people stuff like that, a lot of that is because of poverty. Poverty is because of racism. So we can't ignore that fact either. A lot of this shit is racism, which is why we're here. A lot of this shit is when they drop crack into the community. We have not recovered from that. People still think, because it's 2026, we have not recovered from the crack epidemic totally, and what that did to destroy black people and families and businesses and things like that. We haven't gotten over that yet, because it's still playing out. It may be new drugs on the street, but the impact remains there. And until we address that, a lot of stuff is not going to get done. Until we start addressing things to each other and it's real accountability. It's not, oh, well, if you didn't do this and I wouldn't. Nobody don't have time for that shit, okay? Nobody has time for that. It don't matter when the Klan come to the door. They don't give a fuck if you're a light-skinned bitch, a dark-skinned bitch. Right. They don't give a fuck if you from Africa or you a foundational Black American or you a fucking native Black American. They don't give a fuck. None of that shit is gonna come into play. At the end of the day, None of that is gonna come into play. Whether or not a bitch got 4C hair, 4B hair, whatever the fuck. You think they nobody cares about that shit. It's not gonna come down to it. Black people, we gotta stop hating ourselves first.
Yeah.
And when I say hate ourselves, I'm not talking about no outward shit. So don't come in here with don't start with the wigs and weave shit. Miss me with that. We off that. I'm gonna wear my hair how the fuck I want to wear it, and so is every other black woman. If you don't like it, fuck you. We off that. I'm talking about the internal things or stuff like that. We need to work on shit. Mental health needs to be big in the black community.
Yes.
I understand how back in the day it was like we don't tell our business, because back in the day psychiatrists and psychologists were mainly white, and you definitely gonna go tell your business to no white person. So I understand that old school boomer Gen X logic, but we're past that. We need to address the ancestral trauma, the generational trauma that we have gone through, whether it be from our parents before that, and stuff like that. Until you address that shit, it's not gonna work. Until black men address the trauma that they got to deal with, which is why they take shit out on the black woman, the relationship ain't gonna be the same. Until women sit down and figure out the trauma that they've been going through, that they take out on black men, that the relationship is not gonna work. Nobody wants to have an uncomfortable conversation. A nigga would rather cheat than to be emotionally intelligent and say, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Or I want to be able to have sex with as many women as I want to. They don't have the emotional intelligence to say that shit. So you're cheating. Why? Nobody in the black community, I don't want to say nobody, but we got to start having the hard conversations. The shit that don't nobody want to talk about. The shit that the black elders want to sweep under the rug. The sexual abuse, it happens. It ain't just white people. It may be on a grander scale with white people, but how many times, like we say, you go to the family reunion, where them kids at? Why is that person there? If you know that they can't be around kids, why are they still in the family? You niggas will hang around with your homeboys that you wouldn't let hang around your daughter. Why is that? Why would you hang around them if you wouldn't let your kid be around them? You literally have been friends with men that have sexually assaulted women, and you don't say shit. But if somebody did that to your mama, you'd feel some type of way. It has to. Mental health is what's gonna save the black community. And if they don't realize, like, if y'all don't start going on that lady couch, it could be a black lady couch. I'm all for that. If you're a black, I advocate for you to have a black psychologist or a black psychiatrist, and not religion. Not that. No, fuck that. If you meet somebody, they say, "Oh, I'm a spiritual," no, meaning like religious, that type. No, I'm talking about an actual black doctor. Y'all need to start dealing, not just you, we as black people, black men, black women, as a community, we have to start having the uncomfortable conversations. We have to stop holding on to these traditions. If your parents are not treating you right and you want to cut off contact, that ain't no white people shit. That's preserving your fucking mental health shit. Everything ain't white shit. Going talking to somebody about your problems ain't white shit. We got to start doing that. We got to start having the uncomfortable conversations. And nobody wants to have. Y'all would rather argue about a woman wearing a fucking wig or weave and how you don't like it than to talk about the generational trauma that black men go through. Y'all so busy talking about the white man, y'all become the white man. And I say it all the time. You treat black women the way white men treat them. Y'all are trying to get, niggas are out here trying to get the patriarchy 2.0. That's all y'all doing is a carbon copy. All that submission shit, all of that, I'm the provider, you gotta listen to me, all that red pill content, that is white supremacist propaganda, and you niggas are falling for it. And when black women try to stand up and tell y'all, hey, this ain't it. And I'm not gonna lie, a majority of the time it goes both ways, but we're not gonna sit here and act like niggas are mainly the problem. Black men are mainly the problem. Because ain't y'all supposed to be the protectors? How you want a black woman to be feminine when you put her in a position to have to do every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect a woman to be soft with you and you're not soft with her. And women, black women, you can't expect a man to be soft with you and you're not. You can't expect a man to be vulnerable with you when you're acting like they can't talk to you. Oh, why you crying? Why you doing this? That's the problem right there. We teach black boys from fucking practically birth. Don't cry. Don't show no emotion. So when they grow up as niggas that can't show black women emotion, you're gonna get upset. Then when they're in a relationship and they don't know how to talk to you, that's the problem there. You make men feel bad when they're trying to talk to you the only way they know how. I'll put it like this. If you don't know how to have a conversation with your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever, like verbally, I always say, if you can't tell me, write it down. If you're not comfortable, write it down, play me a song. Because one way or the other, I'm gonna understand what you're saying. Just give me that. We don't do that in the black community. You want black men to be emotionally intelligent, but you stunt their emotional intelligence at birth or while they're growing up. How the fuck is this gonna work? And you boy moms, you black boy moms, y'all ain't helping either. You're not raising a fucking king, okay? We're not in England. You're not raising a fucking king. You a lot of you women out there know you got some ain't shit sons. You know you gave birth to an ain't shit nigga. It is what the fuck it is. Maybe you had ain't shit pussy. I don't know. But either way, you gave birth to an ain't shit nigga. It happens. It's women out here that give birth to ain't shit women. It happens. But you don't have to stay like that. You can change. You don't have to be like your father. How the fuck you gonna grow up hating your mother who stayed to raise you, but idolized the nigga that left you and was never there to begin with? And then y'all come from broken homes, and then you come from single mothers, and then out here telling black women every day that single mothers are used goods. We used up, we ran through. But your mama is a single mama too. So by your definition, she's ran through. This is the shit. This it. You hate fat black women, but the majority of y'all come from that. You don't like yourself. And until niggas start liking themselves, none of this is gonna change. You niggas are too busy living for other niggas and claim to be heterosexual. Every fucking thing you niggas do is for male attention. When women put on makeup, we don't do it for men. We do it because we want another woman to say, "Oh my God, where you got that eyeshadow from, girl?" So we could tell you what we did. That's what the fuck we're doing. Because we know you niggas don't give a fuck about our makeup. You're not engrossed in what the fuck we do. You just think it look pretty. You don't know how much time it takes to do this shit. You don't care. That's fine. But you niggas go buy shoes. You go buy outfits. You go to certain spots. All for other men's attention. All for men's attention. You can't even remember your children's birthday, but got a jersey with a nigga on it, with a nigga name and number on it. You can tell me every stat LeBron James did, but don't know the fucking number to the doctor's office where your children go to if it was an emergency.
All right.
Everybody is fucked up. Women got work to do and men got work to do. And this is as somebody that's in therapy. So I'm not saying this shit like just to be saying it. Because with my daughter, I saw it was playing out that the things that I had to deal with as a child, I was doing that in my parenting. Like the emotion, like, why are you being emotional? Because when me growing up, black kids, if we have an opinion, that's disrespect. To have an opinion in a black household is disrespect. So I would do that to my daughter. And when it got to a point where it was weighing on her and we were not having a relationship, I was like, listen, this is my only child. I'm not going to have it where she don't speak to me. So if I got to go get help to fix what I need to fix and figure out why the fuck I'm doing what I'm doing, then I'm going to do. It was other reasons for it as well. But that was one of them. Because I wasn't going to do what my parents did to her, what they did to me to her. I wasn't allowed to go off to go to college. My parents were from the South. They was tight. We don't want you to go out there because something might happen to you and da da da. I made it my business to tell my daughter from birth, your life is not my life. You will not be in Miami. The only way you go to college in Miami if it's a free ride. You getting the fuck out of here. My daughter she's been to Europe and everything. I've never been there, but I'm making sure she got there. Because I'm not going to live this. She's not going to live my life. I fucked up so she don't have to. I sacrificed so she don't have to. Black parents, y'all need to get on your fucking Zoom and start being parents.
Yeah.
The teacher is not the fucking parent. You're the parent. And the problem is that a lot of these parents today don't know the fucking homework. Y'all can't read and write. So you damn sure can't teach your kids to read and write. That's the reality. A lot of y'all are illiterate. A lot of y'all are illiterate. Because your parents were illiterate. And until you get help, again, we having an uncomfortable conversation right now. I'm calling it the fuck out. But this is what we got to do. Nobody wants to say this shit. So I'm going to say it. And it's going to be some pushback. It's going to be some niggas that's going to miss the fucking point. You're going to miss the bigger picture because you're going to pick out something I said to make a whole argument about something else. That's what they doing in my comments right now. Mm-hmm. You take little shit that ain't got nothing to do with the bigger picture to nitpick on. You know what kills the black community? It's not that deep. Every time you try to have a conversation about some shit, it's not that deep. That's what niggas say. It's not that deep. That type of thinking is why we in the mess we in right now. Because if it was that deep, we'd be prepared for it when it does get deep. But everything, it ain't that deep. When we talk about relationship, it ain't that deep. When we want to talk about finances, it's not that deep.
Shit.
Yes, it the fuck is. Why do you think prepaid cards exist? Why do you think it is more expensive to be poor than it is to be rich? It's more expensive to be poor than it is to be rich. That should be an oxymoron in and of itself. But that's how it is. That's racism. But you niggas don't want to have a fucking conversation about shit like that. Because it's not that deep. When we start talking about relationships with black men and black women, it ain't that deep. But it is that deep. Because until we heal the relationship between black men and black women, we're never going to get ahead. White people don't even care for one another, but they will get the fuck together to be against us.
Sure will.
So why can't you do the same shit? You ain't got the and nobody's saying that every black person got to hold hands and kumbaya in this motherfucker. Because there's some people you don't like. It's niggas I don't like. And it's niggas that don't like me. That's fine. But if I got to come together with you to fuck a white person up, it's Voltron in this bitch. It's that simple. But y'all can't get past the surface level shit. The hair. Well, I like this. I don't like. Who gives a fuck? If you go, it's plenty of women out there that will give you exactly what you want, but you never go to those women. You always go into the women you don't prefer to tell them either they not your preference or what they prefer because you think they're gonna become whatever the fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. If you want a nutrients of the now, bitch, they make them. Go right on over there. I'm not that bitch. It's fine. Leave me the fuck alone. That's all. We gotta start having an uncomfortable conversation. You gotta start talking about the black church. That's the one conversation you niggas do not want to have. Black church. And until we start talking about the black church, that's number one on the fucking docket.
All right.
When you abolish the black church in terms of white supreme, like silk press Jesus, when you niggas let silk press Jesus go, we can move as a society. Black people can move forward. The minute you niggas let silk press Jesus go, we can, as a society, can move fucking forward. That's when black people gonna get some real power. When you niggas let silk press Jesus go, that's the root of the shit right there. We could talk about relationships. We could talk about money. We could talk about finance, all sexual assault, all of it right there in the black church. Y'all literally got a picture of a white nigga with a white motherfucker with a silk press. A picture of him. Probably next to Obama. But you got a picture of a fucking white man. Because that's who you think is going to save you. And that's exactly what white people wanted. That was the fucking intention. That is why it is. That's why y'all gotta let it go. Because you think only a white man can save you. That's why men don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. Because you want a white man to save you. Because you think it is programmed in your mind that only a white man can save you. You pray to one, so that means he's gonna save you. How the fuck is the person that how are you praying to the same person as your fucking oppressor? That's the question I want y'all to answer. How are you praying to the same God as your oppressor? What the fuck you think he doing? Okay, hey, I want you to press Jesus. I want you to get rid of them niggers right now. Silk press Jesus. I need this job from the white man. Can you get? Is that what that's y'all having the fucking? You see how this shit is working? Let silk press Jesus go. When y'all get rid of the hold that white religion has on the black community, and y'all start fucking fresh. I'm not saying don't be spiritual. I'm spiritual. I believe in God, but the God I believe in he looked like me. The book y'all love to go by this book. The book says skin of bronze, hair of wool. Why is a white man up there?
Yeah.
It's right there in the fucking book. Y'all love to talk about this book. Skin of bronze, hair of wool.
Sure did.
Y'all contradicting shit like a motherfucker. That's it. I know I went on long, but I felt like it needed to be said.
No, that needed to be said. That really did. You know what's and before we go on to the next topic, Angela Howard, thank you for the super chat, and Brian H, thank you for the Cash App. We appreciate the donations. Thank you so much. And no, it needed to be said, Nikki. It really, really did. It needed to be said, and this is why I told you this is more of a we had to talk to some black people today. You know, we had to get ourselves together. And then just one last thing with black people. I know we get everybody else. Well, we got to have a day for us too. I'm calling this Coon Out segment. So this I guess he's a football player because he stated, what is his name? Emmanuel Ubui, whatever. He said, because of that divorce, I lost a lot. To be honest, I don't want to say how much, but it was a lot. I lost everything in England because that's where I did everything in my career. I bought 3 houses there and I had a lot of cars. All of them I lost. And I think he was married to this white girl. And he said, people said it's good that she took everything away from me. But in life, it depends on the heart. I married for love. When I stay with someone, I give my 100%. I don't cheat. I try my best to make this person happy. She gave me 3 kids. Every day I pray for my kids. I pray that one day I will see them. It's not only my son, but all 3 of them because they miss me. Up till now, I don't have any recent pictures. When I asked for new pictures from their mother, she refused to give it to me. Your dumb ass got played, bro. Let's just call it what it is. They're doing the same thing to these goopy ass NBA players out here in America. On the same note, he adopted his wife's 6 kids, had 2 more, now divorced. He's facing child support for all 8. Did you hear that? Adopted her white man's babies that they done. Let's call it what it is. You get what you asked for. And then this is Travis Kelce. I remember I told you the one that got the wife that calls him nappy head or chicken or whatever she said to him. And are you forgetting those biracials? I don't care how people feel about it. When I was in Kansas, something be mentally unstable with these biracials. But take a look at this. We'll be right back.
If you went to Stagecoach this weekend, I trust you approximately 25% less as a human. I know, like, not all country music is racist. Not all country music fans are racist, but it's a very squares and rectangle situation. And there's enough of an overlap in that Venn diagram where I'm just playing the odds. In 2026, I'm trying to survive and thrive and stay alive. And if you think Morgan Wallen is a reason to go to the desert, you're going to see Sydney Sweeney's bra pop up. Diplo in the 3 strikes, you're out, babe. 3 strikes, you're out. You're crawling out of that hole with me, trust-wise. Like you can't have my back in an altercation. I'm not trusting on you to clock the right candidate in the voting booth. So like that's the way the country cookie crumbles. And that chain sucked too, and it was probably started by a racist. Good day.
And then one last one, I guess they restarted Laguna Beach. This was a big show that was on MTV. And they got this biracial black girl on there that doesn't really want to be black, and she calls herself something else. She called herself Quadroon is what her new title is. Take a look.
You know what? Imagine telling people that you're quadroon because they thought that you were just black. Well, that's what Cammie is doing from Laguna Beach season 3.
Like, you know, I'm actually only a quarter black, but like, you're obviously like always, you're branded as black, which is kind of crazy to think, even though I'm more white than, which I'm very proud of, but
she's black and Jewish.
Bluish.
Her and Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
So she was like the token black girl, but I mean, I was like, oh, you're black. I'm going to hang out with you. You look so cool. Like, you're different than me. Why is your hair afro? Like, my hair was, she would like straighten her hair, and I'm like, oh, girl,
I would straighten everything, I would straighten everything but the root.
So cute.
The straighteners were new back then. Okay, it was like the hot jewel.
Yes. Hot jewel.
Because I used to do the same with my hair, and my mom was like, "Girlfriend, the back of your hair is frizzy, Lizzie,
Yeah,
and the front pieces are straight." It was so bad. It was so bad. And then the extensions. Oh my god.
And then the chemical straightening, and we've done it all.
But like, I can relate to that because being Hispanic, like, and I grew up inland, Yorba Linda, like, I was one of 2 Hispanic girls growing up. I was the only black person.
Yes.
And I was like,
I still am the only black girl.
said, she was like, I was the only black thing in Laguna Beach was like me and like the piano in their house. Like,
I know. But
So-
now look at like today. Now everyone's trying to like they rebrand Housewives and like they recast and they're like, oh, we have to have a black person in there now.
token, right.
Yeah, but it was cool. You were cool before.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
Before it was cool.
No,
to
but
be
the thing
black.
is
literally the first time that I met Cammie, it was like 6th grade, and I had never gone to school with anyone that was black in my life. And we
Ooh, child. And I'm gonna read some of the comments. Somebody says, notice the white lady is still calling her black. Another person says, all that, and she didn't even clock the microaggressions being thrown at her, even call her the token to her face, speaking over her like what, but carry on. Somebody else says, why are we still considering being Jewish in ethnicity? I guess I'm half black and half missionary Baptist. I've been trying to tell people that. And another person says, don't raise your kids in predominantly white spaces. I don't care what race they are. It's not good for them. This, Mahoney's, this girl, the Hodge twins. When I tell you this was Kansas and Missouri all day, I said, if I wasn't dealing with their ass, I was dealing with the dark, really black that don't love themselves, the Candace Owenses and Herschel Walkers. I said it was a night. It was just this. It was that. It was this. It was that. And if it wasn't that, then I'll have to deal with the white folks. And if it wasn't that, then the Asians. It was too much. It was too much. These biracials, y'all need to start letting them grow up with the black folks, because you see what the white folks is doing, even in our administration. And these black kids is coming out all messed up, and they can't even clock microaggressions. The girl's just being flat out disrespectful and then talking over her during the entire interview. Nikki, audience, what do you think?
Okay, let's go to the snow bunnies. Okay, so when Russell Wilson stepped in to be the father for baby Future, which to this day, Sierra, I got a beef with you about naming that boy Future, because what the fuck? But I digress. Oh, how you raising another man kids? That's another thing in the black community. You niggas will sit here and have 5 or 6 children with 5 or 6 different women, and expect them and expect the bitch you with now to raise all of them. No problem. But you see being a stepfather as that's beneath you. Oh, I ain't raising another man kids. Y'all quick to say that, but y'all go over there to Becky and take her kids in. Brian McKnight, you abandoned your fucking family, your black family, went with this Asian ambiguous looking bitch, adopted her 2 older children that was damn near grown when you met them.
All right.
Had a baby with her, changed your name to legally match the baby's name, to start a whole new legacy when you got 3 black children all the way over here. But y'all will go to a white bitch and do that. You'll call a black woman a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
But Becky loves you for just being you. You are nigga, you are stupid. She loves you for Patrick Mahomes. You know he got
idiot.
A white man.
He's an idiot.
That's a prime example of that right there. You could fleece his motherfucking pockets. You could take him for everything he got because y'all. If put it like this to all the biracials that don't want to be black, don't be black. Don't be black. I'm gonna say that to all you biracials that don't want to identify as black, when you fill out them applications, check white or whatever the fuck you mix with. Go check that shit, right? Now I want you to check that box. But then the white folks gonna check you. Check that box and watch the white folks check you. Cause all they gonna do is say, nigger. You could dress it up however you like. You a light nigger, nigga light, diet nigga, still nigga. Less calories, still nigga. That's it. That's what you go. That's what you are. That's what you biracials are. Nigga light. Oh, nigga zero. That's it. Nigga zero. Okay, that's what y'all are. So all y'all that don't identify as black, don't be black. But when the white people remind you that you black, don't come the fuck over here asking for black reinforcement. Stay your ass right over there. That white bitch was either you stupid or you're scared. But you just sat there and let her. She might as well just called you a nigga. Sure. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. I'm sorry. Throughout that whole conversation, all I heard was the hard ER. That's it. Throughout that whole conversation, she said nigger without saying it at all. And you let her talk. And the bitch, and did you hear what she said? What the biracial bitch said? She said the only thing that was black in my house was the piano. Okay, sis, no fucking problem.
Sure.
And the cops pull your ass over. If they ever pull your ass over, and I'm present, she ain't one of ours. That's a white bitch.
She's quadroon. That's
a quadroon. So she's a quarter. Okay, so you a quadroon because you 25%. Okay, well, bitch, you 25%. We don't claim you no fucking way. 25% ain't shit. Oh, I had to straighten my hair, and then here go these white bitches. Oh, I understand. You don't understand shit. A flat to you blowing your shit out ain't the same as blowing our stuff out. It's just like if you don't want to be black, then don't be black. If put it like this, if motherfuckers could be transgender, let's be transracial. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be black no more? Don't be black. But guess what? You got one time to cross the fuck over. Mm-hmm. You only got one chance. Once you make that leap, you can't come the fuck back. So all y'all over here, light bright next to whites that don't identify as black, even though you fucking look black. The minute you take your ass over there, go over there. To you niggas that's darker than the motherfucking night. You midnight blue looking niggas. That take your ass over there to them white women. And all they doing, low key, matter of fact, not even low key, high key, all they doing is living out a plantation fantasy with your ass every night. They living out, they are fucking Missy Ann, and you ain't nothing but the BBC. They is getting their fucking life over there, fetishizing the fuck out of you. What's that? The football player, the bitch look like the Geico lizard. RG3, that nigga. He looked just like the fucking Geico lizard. He always calling his wife milk. You look like shit walking, and you talking about milk. He is obsessed with whiteness. And you are black, you are a black man. Ain't no mistaking it. You ain't Albie Shore in this motherfucker. You a black man. We can see you, nigga. And you talking about milk. My milk. Guess what? Milk curdles, motherfucker. Black don't. Okay, so take your ass over there. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all want to go over there? I ain't got no problem with it. I'm not one of the people. Love who you love, but love who you love. Don't make it your personality. I hate seeing content where a black man and a white woman together, that's the whole basis of your fucking content. I don't need to see that shit. If y'all love each other and y'all doing everyday regular shit, fine. But if your whole account is about her being white and you being a nigga, I don't want to fuck all that. But take your ass over there, okay? When she call the cops on you.
All right.
Because let me tell you something. White women, two things white women need in this life. White privilege and tears. Okay? A white woman will have you tried not only in the court of law, but the court of public opinion. That's how they get you niggas fucked up. They fuck you up both ways. They fuck you up publicly and within the criminal justice system. All a white woman got to do is cry, and it'll be Emmett Till in 2026. That's all they got to do. And don't think that these Karens, that ain't gonna be the next card they pull. Because I guarantee you, them Karens, that one thing a white bitch gonna do is recycle some shit. And when they start telling you, start saying that, oh, he looked at me funny, or he said something, that's what they're gonna start doing. They're not gonna go, oh, what are you doing in this neighborhood? They're gonna go to the police and say, oh, he looked at me, or he attacked. They already do it now.
Yeah.
They'll literally get on the phone and say you pushed them when you could be 50 feet from them bitches, and they will literally call the police and say that you're attacking them. And you still run your ass over there. So you know what? That's what you get. Like I said, I'm not marching. I'm not frying no fish. I'm not donating to no GoFundMe. I'm not putting your picture on a motherfucking t-shirt. I'm not doing anything. Go to the white people, okay? Go ask what's the other
go to Biden, Texas. Go take your ass to Biden, Texas.
Yeah, go ask Ashley Gonzalez for some money. Go borrow something from that bitch, but don't ask us.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel about it. Don't ask us. If you want to go over there, stay over there. But that quadroon bitch, yeah, we don't claim her no way. I wouldn't have claimed her just looking at it. I was like, oh, take your ass over there. And the whole time, they calling her a nigga the whole interview. That blonde bitch was calling her a nigga the whole interview. That whole interview was nothing. She had microaggressions from the time she started talking to the time you stopped the clip. It was one microaggression after I never went to school with a black person. The girl's telling you, I'm not black.
And she laughed. She was her and the other girl was just laughing. I'm like, they talking so much shit about her, and she's just sitting there trying to be accepted. The level of self-esteem, and she's just he, and I'm like, bitch, this ain't funny to me. I grew up in white households. I already know they talking mad shit about you to your face on camera, and everybody about to see it. And that's what we saw.
Y'all see Drake out here. That's another one. I feel uncomfortable when he say nigga. So I'm glad when Kendrick said that shit, when he say nigga no more, because I do feel some type of way about him saying it. I know he black, but I feel some type of way about him saying it because I feel like that's not something you grew up with. That's just something you adapted, you started doing. Most people, when you say nigga, that rolls off your tongue. Like it rolls off mine. That's some shit you just started doing. So, the biracials,
you need some help.
Y'all need some help. If you have, especially the ones with the white mothers. Ones with the white mothers, that's the biggest concern. The ones that have black mothers, with the exception of what's the name? Megan. What the name? Megan, what the princess. Married to Prince Harry.
Oh yeah, Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle. I couldn't think of her last name. With the exception of Meghan Markle, okay? And no shade against Meghan Markle at all, but it ain't giving sister, okay?
Yeah,
like,
she's giving, I'm passing for white, which she does.
Yes, it's giving I'm passing, not necessarily white, but I'm passing for ambiguous. I'll give her that. Like when I saw her on Suits, I'm like, oh, that ain't a white bitch, but I don't know what a nigga at, but okay. That's the type of shit. That's the only exception, because you got some with the black mama where it don't take well.
I'm sorry. Her and what's that, Tyreek, the light skin, I don't want them saying N-word either. I don't care. They don't look, they present themselves as white. They playing in these white movies, or that's just how I feel about it. I'm sorry. I don't care how people feel. And what we're going to do is we're going on to our next segment. So as you know, also an update. So Ashley Gonzalez also since the whole video came out about her, the racist Houston PD officer that's been making rounds, they got to go back just like they do with the DA or a judge that's been, caught doing drugs or whatever. They got to go back and review all her cases, every last case. And they're about to throw a lot of that stuff out. There's going to be people that's going to be filing lawsuits. There's people that's about to be getting money, and rightfully so, because I mean, Mrs. SpongeBob got on camera on TikTok talking all that shit, thinking she was white, and it may have worked a decade ago, but we in ICE right now. This is ICE season. They don't want you here. So any Latin speaker Spanish, Cuban, Dominican, you're all the same. So you're all from Mexico to them. And we say that all the time. So now it is what it is at this point. But this happened at, I don't know what chicken place this is, but I guess this customer, black customer, this, again, a Latin person was calling, saying the N-word as usual. And take a look. We'll be right back.
This is how she talks. Oh, I'm a nigga, huh? I'm a nigga, huh? So I'm a nigga, right? You let your customers call me a nigga? Huh? You let her call me a nigga, huh? Huh? This is hard chicken. This is hard chicken. This the hard chicken on 59 in Aldine Bender. Got the nastiest attitude in her. The nastiest attitude. Racist. This is how.
And they sitting here calling us nigga working at a damn chicken shack, and we over here doing, doing shit like this. Take a look.
Fuck, bro, like what the fuck? I told her they were gonna fucking deport her. I told her for years. I said just get ready, be prepared. Fuck. Like I fucking told you, Flora. I told you.
This is so staged.
Where the fuck is my friend, bro? Where, like, bro, like, I'm so sick of this shit. I told you. Okay. She's strong, bro.
She don't walk around that closet like a good 5 times.
She's strong.
Mm-hmm. And then, remember I told y'all stop arguing with people and stuff? Take a look.
Nothing. I'm heading downtown to sue someone for the second time. This is pretty fun. I'm not gonna blast you on TikTok and Facebook. No, I'm gonna fucking sue you. I will sue you in court. People need to get held accountable, and they keep doing the same thing because don't no one hold them accountable because they don't think that people are actually gonna sue, because typically black people don't sue. That's really not our thing, but it's a simple process. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you're gonna have to pay a fine, a fee, but if you win the case, they get to pay all that back. So instead of blasting someone on social media, meet them in court. Meet them in court. Nothing. I'm heading downtown to sue someone.
Remember I told y'all? Stop arguing with them. What's the number? 1-866-DH S2ICE?
Mm-hmm.
Stop arguing with them people. What my friend did, took photos, videos, got his phone, sent that. I haven't heard from what happened to the other people that was associated with that family, but I do know there is a lot of deportation going on, and exactly what he told me. Oh, we got papers. They don't care. They don't care. And he has contacts. Stop arguing with these people. They don't like us. They say they don't like us. We the N-word. We this. We that. They saying it on podcasts. They're saying it on their social media accounts. We got mayors and senators out here saying, "Let them go." Trump gave you guys, black people, the keys to the castle, and y'all out here arguing with people.
Take photos, like she said, don't do it right, do it white. Don't do it right, do it white. Start doing what the white people are doing. It's the same thing. That guy in that chicken shack, see, shit like that, it went on too long. I would have took whatever food I had, threw it at her ass, and walked the fuck out. Because what the fuck you gonna do? Nothing. Y'all going back and forth. Oh, you calling me a nigga? You already heard her call you one. So you want her to call you one again? Y'all throw me with that shit. She already, you don't say it again. No, you heard them say it the first fucking time. Either you gonna do something, either you gonna put the camera down, or just leave.
Yeah.
But why you still continue? You still talking? If that ain't a lawsuit situation, you and a fucking chick grab that food, throw it at her ass, and walk the fuck out. That's all you had to do. To that girl with the ice, I need y'all to stop getting on here crying. Like it's certain situations where it's called for because you're sitting there and you're talking to your audience, but why are you walking around the house like the bitch is in there and she in the closet and you can't find her? That didn't make no sense. You hysterical and you running. You done passed that closet 5 times. Where is she in that motherfucker? Because that's what you act like. Like the drama. I told her to be prepared. Who the fuck did she vote for?
Yep.
That's all I want to know. Before you ask me, hey, can you give to this cause or this? Who did they vote for? That's all I want to know. If I meet somebody new, who did you vote? I don't want to be friends until I know how did you cast your fucking vote. And if you hit me with, I don't, that's it. As soon as a motherfucker say I don't talk politics, that means Trump. Mm-hmm. That either means you voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all. And if you didn't vote at all, it means you voted for Trump. Same shit. That's all I'm asking. To me, that is the criteria for everything with POCs and white people and POCs. Who did you vote for? I'm not having no empathy or no sympathy until I know who you voted for. All these stories, I'm sorry your kids getting snatched up in. Who did you vote for?
Yeah.
That's it. Until I know that, I'm reserving any sympathy or empathy I have for certain situations because y'all vote this way every single time.
You know what's funny? And the only time racism worked out for us was when the Epstein files got released. What did they say in there? Yep. We don't want no niggers. We don't want no nigger children.
Don't worry about it. There you go.
We staying out of it, man. We tired. We tired. Y'all don't want our help.
They so mad Obama ain't in that shit. They are so mad. They are so mad. They so mad that man ain't never had a scandal. They got to create the biggest scandal was him wearing a tan suit. Yeah. Do you know? They are so upset that they could not get nothing on him. They can't get nothing on him, and they are so upset about it. And it just like it's funny, but man, same old.
I keep telling y'all something wrong with them. And we gotta go to our white section. You know, there's been a few videos making its rounds. This one was a MAGA influencer called Charred Bud or whatever the fuck his name is. He been saying a bunch of racial stuff. And also before we continue to the next video, Brian H, thank you again for another super chat. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're about to play this first video with this guy, MAGA influencer Chud the Builder, going around calling people N-word. Take a look. We'll be right back.
That's right there, Cross. That's free.
You're trying to tell me this isn't a public easement?
I stay right here.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, well, move there.
Keep yourself. Don't chimp out.
All right.
Look at him chimping out. Be a good boy. You heard me. Dumbass.
He said it walking away.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. We're live. Don't touch me, lady.
Look, he's getting into it. I can tell y'all, these white folks and people like this and shit would be. I'm telling you, this is Kansas and Missouri all day. And then when they get out of these cities, and they go to like LA and Atlanta and they think they can do that and they get their ass whooped, all of a sudden they sit here looking stupid. I told a few of my white friends that you can't do that. But since we're on the subject of chimps, let's take a look at a little history lesson. We'll be right back. Now y'all see these photos? I have to turn the music down, but look at this. This is recorded stuff. Look at this. You don't see black people looking like that. You don't see black people having that type of stuff with their skin and stuff. But we chimps, we monkeys, we apes. Look at this. They even drew this stuff back in the 14 and 1300s of how, especially and that's what gets me about people from Spain and Portugal, how they act like they are so better. I said, I don't know how long y'all been shaving till y'all finally got the hair off, but come on now. And then let's take a look at this. This is a princess. Look at her to the right. We'll be right back.
And many people, people had ideas about, Michelle Obama. Many people wondered, just kind of, if you know what I mean. Also, Barbara Bush. You may pick up what I'm putting down here. This one also, people wonder if they're kind of installed as some form of like subconscious subliminal manipulation, when they install these people. And of course, we can't forget Bridget Macron. Watch how she sits down here. Many people are puzzled. It just seems odd. Just watch. That's usually how someone else sits down. So this has surfaced on Twitter, and people are wondering if the same situation is going on with the Princess of Bulgaria. My thing is this. It's all well and good to know that certain interesting things are going on with super famous people.
And then
what is his point?
Just running his lips, and then take a look at this.
I want to hear this real good. I'm 5'9". If I had a white dude to come up here that's 6'10", my legs will come up to his titty nipples. Black men and women got long legs and short bodies. White men and women got short legs and long bodies. Now, if all of us up here took off our clothes and one white boy took off his clothes, which one you think would have hair all over their body? Huh? So why are you gonna let this cracker convince you that that looks like you? Huh? Now, look at the lips. Them lips is thinner than razor blades. Look at them. Huh? Look at them. But he believe that's you when he know it's him. Huh? And y'all buy it. I want y'all to hear this real.
So that's be getting me about this whole, when they be calling black people chimps and stuff, I'll be sitting there looking like, have y'all seen a chimpanzee next to a white person?
Mm-hmm.
Thin lips, big ears, they got tiny noses, some of them kind of like pointy, tiny, hairy, susceptible to lice. White folks are what they say 60% more susceptible to lice than any other racial group.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely violent. I mean, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the scientists for putting this together for y'all.
They again, white people are nothing but projection. But that fucking redneck, Godfrey
the builder.
Yeah, Godfrey replied to him directly. He said, "You were saying it walking away." And then in the video, you could hear a black woman telling him to say it, and he told, "Oh, we don't touch me. We live." No. That was the instance where you need to say it again to somebody's face, because you saying it. And then he kept saying, and then the chimp shit. And I'm waiting on the nigga to catch on. Like, can you catch on to him calling you a fucking chimp? And that's the same one with the video. That's the same guy that you showed us with them girls hanging around him at that gas station. And you sitting there letting him call you that too. Y'all, this is what happens when you let them white folks get real comfortable. Y'all have allowed white people to get too fucking comfortable in black culture. Y'all let them get too fucking comfortable. And at the end of the day, a white person is always going to get white. It never fails. I don't care how close they are to you. I don't care. They're always going to get white. The moment you are around white people and you start acting familiar, they are going to let you know very quickly that you are a guest.
Yeah.
They're going to find a way to let you know you are simply a guest.
I tell them all the time. I said, when I was in Kansas, they said, "Oh, why don't you go to the parties?" I said, "How many black people are going to be there? And are they really black?" I was very intentional about that, because I said I've seen too many times where a black person come home and they sitting there saying they got beat by the cops, or they got beat up by the group, or somebody dragged them out, or all the friends beat them up, and the friend that invited you to the party just sat there and watched so he didn't get his ass kicked. I'm just like, why would I put myself in that situation knowing what's going to happen? I mean, you cannot be in spaces with them like that, especially when you're the only black person. I don't know what it is in their DNA or how it just triggers them. And they just start, what did he say? Chimping out? They just start chimping out.
Yep.
They get violent. So to the Mahonies and all them stuff, we got to take your ass to Vidor, Texas, and what's the other place over there? The Appalachians, but it's another place that's just as racist. Oh no, Arkansas, the small town that they're trying to build. Good luck to y'all. Tiger Woods, same with you. With the whole drinking scandal. Why is the black community talking about it? We don't care. He ain't black. Remember, he's Asian. You don't like us.
Yep.
So keep that over there. And then also, this is a pastor, LGBT pastor, well, anti-LGBT pastor in Florida. Pastor gets 3 life sentences for child rape and producing child sexual abuse materials. And just look at him. Thin lips, pale. His eyes are sunken in. Thin nose. He looks like an ogre.
For you to get 3 life sentences,
it's disgusting.
I'm telling y'all, you white people, y'all love to throw up the statistics about black on black crime, but y'all cannot say y'all are violent. Y'all are natural born killers, literally. You never beat an allegation.
And let me play one more video. This is what's the racist Barbie, Sydney Sweeney. She sings along Lance Bass. Now Lance Bass was a part of NSYNC. And they sit here singing at Coachella, and everybody had a problem with it. But this is them. That's them. This is why, what's it, Mr. Caitlyn Jenner? It got 10,000 views so far. That's why we ain't playing. I'm not messing around with Mr. Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, I can't travel because I'm transgender. And this is why I say a lot of white folks ain't intelligent. Mr. Caitlyn Jenner gave up being a white male with white male privilege to be a white woman. Make that make sense.
But still expects white male treatment. That's the caveat. That's the thing. It wasn't I'm just going from one to the other like a average white person born a white male trans to a white trans woman. He was a rich white and privileged white man that became a privileged white woman, but still expects to get treated like a privileged white man. That's his hang up. That's his disconnect. And when he first transitioned, that's what the trans community was saying to him. You're still acting like a white man. You are physically presenting yourself as a white woman, but your mindset is still that of a white man, which is why you thought you were going to be an exception to Trump's rule. And when you found out you weren't, now you want to blame it on like saying like it's somebody in his ear that made him sign that executive order. That man says no transgender for everyone, and nothing could be talking about transgender, and he will throw it in. I believe only 1%, not even 1% of the population is trans. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure,
it's
but
like less than that.
It's less than. So why are you worried? You make it seem like, and then talking about like they doing the operations at school. I need white people. I swear, you know how you say art imitates life?
Yeah.
That's what they're literally doing. They're trying to take shit from the movies and make it real. You got this motherfucker reciting Pulp Fiction lines as a Bible verse. You got them doing not even masterpiece theater with these fucking assassination attempts.
Oh, they're so sick
Go
of it.
back. It is fucking hilarious. Go back and watch how they got JD Vance out of there. Because he pauses for a minute and looks directly at the camera like he's waiting on his cue. And then they rush him off. And the way they rush him off is like, they're not like, we got to boom. They're like it's literally like they on a movie set.
Yes.
Everything they do, I swear to God, this must be the Truman Show. They must, I think they have Trump in like a room or something. And they tell him, the world is okay. Everybody loves you and stuff. So he comes out here and says these speeches. He's believing that because they're telling him the people love you. The people, the economy is great. And then he goes out and says this shit. And we, the people, are like, where the fuck he at? What world are you living in? We can't buy gas. We can't buy food. The food is fucked up. The gas is fucked up. like damn. So
how do we laugh from crying? It's too much shit going on in America.
Yes, because how the food bad, the food is bad, and the gas is bad, but the prices is high as fuck. So I'm paying for bad shit. Like I don't want to hear nothing from them. Pete Hexel spent didn't he spend like $93 million or some shit on some fucking crap? And y'all be talking about niggas eating a seafood boil? Fuck you. I bet I never see it. Don't talk about white people eating no seafood boil, and that motherfucker spent the high double digits in millions.
In a year.
On lobster.
Million.
That shit, that kosher, you showed that video that time where they did this thing
kosher
in the White
party.
House, and it was all kosher. Kosher costs money. Okay?
Yes.
Y'all got money for that, but you don't have money for daycare. This is I just want MAGA people to finally get their just due. I want to start seeing foreclosures. I want to start seeing the double wides getting repossessed. I want to see the 4 F-150s getting repossessed. I want you motherfuckers hungry and destitute. You already don't wash your ass. So let's do the whole combo. I want to see y'all completely destitute. I want to see y'all under the fucking bridge. Okay?
You know what the White House want? Did you hear what the White House want now? They want us to send, first of all, we're going to pay for the ballroom now. Now all these billionaires that were supposed to pay for it, now they're passing it through legislation for us, the taxpayers, to pay for the ballroom. And they want Venmo payments. I'm like, I told y'all, white folks, this is what you wanted. Y'all wanted this.
And ain't gonna have no access to the ballroom. And that's how you know this assassination attempt is bullshit, because they knew they was gonna try and pass that legislation. So if you make it seem like this is unsafe, then this is a reason to have it. We have had correspondence dinners for fucking decades, and nothing like this happens. All of a sudden, you people are coming here, and it's like the Clampets. They like the Beverly Hillbillies of fucking politics. That's what they are. MAGA is the Beverly Hillbillies of fucking politics. That's all y'all are. But I can't wait for shit to start really happening to them. Really, truly start happening to them. Because that's the only time they're going to turn on him. Just when they started to turn on him, now he's doing the assassination shit to get them back in their favor. Because the MAGA motherfuckers were starting to, the two brain cells were starting to rub the fuck together and come up with a thought. And then he was like, oh no, fuck that. I can't listen. I told y'all, white people stopped reading when niggas learned how to.
Yeah.
They stopped reading. The niggers can read. We're not doing it anymore. I promise you that's how it was. Once we learned how to read, game fucking over.
And we're about to go through our closing video segments. Now, Nikki, I know it's the messenger that you be looking at, but hey, just look at the message. We got to take a win. We could take a win.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but all right.
All right. Okay. We'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
And if you're white, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. How hard is that to understand? I don't give a fuck how many black homeboys you got. Stop saying it. God damn, I'm from Stop 6. 1.1% white neighborhood. I don't say the shit. Never have, never will. I don't feel the need to. God damn, like how do y'all not feel embarrassed, bro? Y'all be embarrassing all white people when y'all be doing that shit. And then the white hoes that be doing their edges, stop doing that shit. You are laying down nothing. You have straight hair. There is nothing to lay down. God damn, the whole point of edges is to lay down the little curly baby hairs, bitch. You stupid fucking bitch. White people, stop saying the N-word and stop doing your edges. That simple. It's not that fucking hard. God damn, find something else. Find another word. Motherfucker. Motherfucker is the white version of the N-word, bro. Stupid motherfucker, bitch ass motherfucker. It's motherfucker. Just say that instead, bro.
It was a good message.
it was a good message delivered in AAVE, but okay.
Well, you forget he grows up in the hood, though. So I give some.
Okay, I mean, he looked like a skinhead, so that threw me the fuck off. I get the message, so I will concede. I will concede
This is
the
much.
message.
Thank you. And this is also 5 times Black Americans built wealth that white mobs destroyed. Black Wall Street. We all know about Black Wall Street in 1921. Tulsa's Greenwood District was the wealthiest Black community in America. 600 businesses, its own hospital, law firms, hotels. In 36 hours, a white mob backed by the National Guard burned it all down. Over 300 people, which I heard is a lot more than that, were killed. Some were shot from airplanes. The government called it a riot, but you don't drop bombs on a riot. Rosewood, Florida. In January 1923, Rosewood was a quiet, self-sufficient Black town with landowners, a church, and a school. A white woman's false accusation ignited a week-long massacre. White mobs from surrounding counties poured in. Every Black-owned structure was burned. Survivors, mostly children, fled through the swamps and freezing temperatures. Rosewood was erased so completely it vanished from Florida's map for decades. Wilmington, North Carolina, 1898. Black Americans in Wilmington had built a real political power, elected officials, a thriving Black press, business owners. Then in a single day, white Democrats staged the only successful coup d'etat in U.S. history. They overthrew the elected government, murdered Black residents, and expelled Black leaders at gunpoint. This wasn't a mob violence. This was a planned political takeover, and it worked. Dreamland, Atlanta. I never heard this one. 1906. Atlanta's Black business district was booming in 1906. Black-owned theaters, pharmacies, barbershops. Then white newspapers published fabricated stories of Black men attacking white women. Nobody wants y'all. A 4-day program followed. White mobs attacked Black neighborhoods and businesses indiscriminately. W.D. Du Bois armed himself with a shotgun to protect his family. The lies were printed, the buildings burned, the newspaper kept their presses. The destruction of Seneca Village, New York, 1856. Before Central Park, there was Seneca Village, a prosperous free Black community in Manhattan, founded in 1825. Black landowners, 3 churches, a school. Then the city of New York invoked eminent domain and bulldozed every structure to build a public park. They didn't burn it, they made it progress and called it beautification. So I want y'all to just go read this. I'm actually follow this page because, it was pretty good. African Echo. So we might, if y'all want to go see more of that, just go review it. And then also, this was funny because all these white folks, no, we don't like Latins, and to go back home and all the Latins, what they dumb-asses, especially Mexicans, we mean white Latino. You can't even come over here without being deported and being harassed. But look at them. Well, look at the whites crossing the border to Mexico. Take a look. Oh, sorry. Turn on the sound.
Immigrants of everywhere, and really Americans as well. I'm at the Mexican border right now, and this is what it looks like in the mornings on any given Thursday while people need their dental work done. Any given Thursday, it's all Americans coming to get their dental work done because you know why? They can't afford to get their dental work done in the States. And Mexico welcomes us in with open arms. We all come with our passports and we get our dental work done. We get our glasses, we get everything, and then we go home. Make it make sense.
A white person, they should have sent them back. I don't get it. But, I mean, that's on them. I mean, you can't help stupidity. That's on them. And then this is Zendaya, probably one of my favorite actresses right now. I love her on Euphoria. If you haven't watched Euphoria, Euphoria is the bomb. The writing in that show is strong. The acting is strong, even though they have funky Sydney Sweeney girl in there. But Zendaya is the one holding it up. And that Jules character, they hold that show together. 5 luxury brands told her no. Disney passed on her for Descendants. That was a big Disney franchise. Then she became the youngest Emmy winner in history. This is Zendaya Blueprint. Before the Emmys, the blockbusters and the magazine covers, 5 of the biggest fashion houses in the world told Zendaya no. Saint Laurent, Chanel, Gucci, Valentino, and Dior. And if you don't know anything about these houses, all of them still from Black people anyways, and put that shit as their designs. Let's just call it what it is. All of them told her stylist La Roche the same thing. Too green, try again next year. Roche told him, if you say no, it will be a no forever, and he meant it. By the time Zendaya made the cover of American Vogue in 2017, she had not worn a single one of those 5 brands on a red carpet. Roche had built her entire public image using vintage pieces and designers willing to take a chance. Out of necessity first, then out of principle. The houses that said no were watching from the outside. Around the same time, Zendaya auditioned repeatedly for a role in the Disney franchise Descendants. She wanted it badly. She kept coming back. It never went her way. What she did not know was that Spider-Man was waiting on the other side of that rejection. Spider-Man Homecoming in 2017, Zendaya played MJ along Tom Holland. The franchise became one of the highest grossing in Marvel history, 3 films, global reach. A platform no Disney Channel franchise could have given her. The door that closed pointed directly at one that opened. Then came Euphoria. She played Rue Bennett, a teenager battling addiction with a rawness the industry had not seen from someone her age. In 2020, at 24, she won an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, the youngest person in awards history to win that category. She won it again in 2022, this time as both the lead actress and executive producer on the same show. The youngest person ever to receive an Emmy nomination for producing. 2 Emmys, 1 show, the first Black woman to win the lead drama category twice. The money followed the leverage. After season 1 of Euphoria, she renegotiated her contract. Season 2 brought $1 million per episode. Damn right. She was 25 years old and setting the rate for what a lead actress at the top of her craft could command on television. The 5 fashion houses eventually came calling. Zendaya had not forgotten. She still had never worn Dior, Chanel, or Gucci on the red carpet. The only reason she wore Valentino in public was a contract negotiated entirely on her own terms. When LaRoche said no one will mean no forever, he was not making a threat. He was describing a standard. The pattern across her entire career is the same. Every rejection becomes a data point. Every closed door redirected her towards something bigger. She did not get Descendants and landed Spider-Man. She did not get the luxury houses and built a fashion reputation that made them irrelevant to her story. Control was never taken from her. She simply refused to hand it over. And that's just something just to inspire you guys. And then also, Deion Sanders, I want you to watch this as well, because this man was sitting there talking about humbling experience. Deion Sanders said, he humbling what? He's proud of who he is. And then we'll take last look at this last video. This is Michael Jackson. This is the girl that's right there in 1991. And we'll be right back. Oh, sorry.
And I'm like, well, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, because, ours is it's a classical tradition. I'm not sure how this is going to fit into a Michael Jackson video. So I came home that evening and I was talking to my parents. I said, Daddy, I don't know. And Amma said, tell them, darling, you absolutely should go for this audition. And that's how I ended up going to the audition. A week or so later, they informed. I picked up the phone and they said, this is the Michael Jackson production company. And Michael Jackson screamed and just jumping off the walls, and of course immediately called my parents. So it was very exciting.
And that's good. I'm glad that Michael Jackson is having a positive resurgence right now. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for everything. Nikki, who was all of our super chats and donations of the day before we leave out of the show?
Oh, quick side note: Zendaya is also an exception with the biracial and the white mama. She claims the blackness.
Yeah, she claims black. Yeah, she don't play.
Because she looks it. That's a black woman.
Yeah.
Today we had Angela TGD, and I believe 3 from Brian today. So thank you everybody for the donations. We appreciate
Thank y'all so much for those donations. We appreciate it. Nikki, anything upcoming, anything exciting? Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens. I'm going to be working on trying to get some new merch up, and also working on the FTP site, FTP network. So that's what's keeping me busy. We had some new sales, so thank you everybody to those who just that purchased some items recently. We appreciate you, and those that have made purchases in the past. Everything is still 50% off, so make sure you go in there and grab some stuff.
Awesome. And I don't know if I think we're taking off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to get done, you guys. So we're not going to be here tomorrow. Oh, so sad. But we will be back Thursday. We will be back Thursday at 5 p.m. Oh, you have something to say?
No, we'll be back Thursday, and we have a special guest. We will have Bernard Taylor here. He's running for Congress, so he is going to be our guest for Thursday. So make sure y'all come back and tune in.
Yes. So we got to take off tomorrow. We're going to come back. So we'll be back on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, that's our Friday, so it's a short show, but it's going to be a good show as always. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. We appreciate y'all so much. We're working hard on the network, so that we'll have that down the line. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, and continue to like, share, and subscribe, because that has been helping a lot of our videos go viral, and we've been getting more people. As always, we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Trey Rich Live is here with the summer anthem, Black Boy Joy. Turn it up, drop it low, catch the vibe. Black Boy Joy, out now, streaming on all platforms. Black Boy Joy merch is exclusively available at the FTP store. Order now at ftp-store.printify.me.
For many Black women and children, staying in the United States is no longer the safest option. New Grassroots was created to change that. This initiative is focused on one mission: helping Black women and children relocate to safer, more supportive countries. New Grassroots covers passports and visa costs, but the vision is bigger. New Grassroots is aiming to cover flights, travel essentials, and up to 3 months of safe housing. The work is already in motion, but it can only grow with your support. If you believe in creating safer futures, visit linktr.ee/datdamnjanae and make a donation today. New Grassroots, creating protection, relocation, and liberation for Black women and children.
Do you suffer from model minority syndrome and constantly vote against your own best interest? Did you vote for a man that thinks your existence is a threat to national security? Introducing MAGA Manny, your pint-sized political pick-me compadre. MAGA Manny comes equipped with top-of-the-line self-hating accessories. First up are these patriotic-themed maracas, perfect for dancing your way to your deportation hearing. Next is the I Know Black, I Latino identification card. Whether you're being questioned by ICE or the neighborhood Karen, just pull out this card and instantly bond over your anti-blackness. Then there is the rosary. Who needs freedom when all your faith is in a wannabe dictator? And finally, heavy-duty trimming shears. Because documented or not, those hedges aren't going to cut themselves. Habla inglés? Sí. Just press Manny's buttons to hear iconic phrases like,
Me vote for Donald Trump. Me no black, me Latino. Donald Trump will save us.
MAGA Manny will never be white. But just like you, he'll certainly die trying. MAGA Manny, fighting for a table he'll never be allowed to sit at. MAGA Manny is exclusively available at your local ICE field office. Citizenship sold separately for $5 million.
Welcome to the Dow is 50,000, baby! Where ICE kidnaps American citizens, the Epstein files still haven't been released, prices are up, rights are restricted, and the country's falling apart. But hey, the Dow is 50,000, baby! Tonight's prizes include a lifetime supply of propaganda, a pre-denied insurance claim, a one-way ticket to Gaza, and a bonus spin on the wheel of fascism. Who gives a fuck what happens to you? The Dow is 50,000, baby!
So thin, it can never be late. Can't twerk it for my man, cause I got a long back. I age like the crick, keep it mad. Black don't crack, can't stand black women, I just wanna be down. Hate the way you talk, but getting paid off your sound. Crazy ass Karen, my obsession is sick. Certified racist, but I love black dick. Tried to walk away, can't leave you alone. Triggered by niggas, Molly, in the danger zone. Triggered by niggas, triggered by niggas.
I'm Travis Kelce, and I really miss dating black women.
Do you enjoy yelling at strangers and refuse to mind your own fucking business? Introducing MAGA Karen, the limited edition action figure that's just as unsolicited as your opinions. MAGA Karen comes equipped with all the essentials. A Fox News mug, because the best part of waking up is racism in your cup. Next up is a Red Bullshit energy drink, infused with 100% pure indignation and zero nutritional value, just like your diet. And, of course, Trump dump adult diapers, because one thing a Karen is always prepared to do is shit a brick. But the best part, she talks. Just push her buttons, they're very sensitive, and she'll unleash her greatest hits like,
I want to speak to the manager right now, or I'll call the fucking cops. Get the fuck out of my country. I wonder just how racist I can be today. Fuck you, fuck your feelings, and fuck facts.
If you enjoy weaponizing whiteness, religion, and Wi-Fi, MAGA Karen is the best friend you've always wanted, but never had because you're such an insufferable bitch. MAGA Karen, powered by Facebook, fueled by Fox News. Exclusively available at Walmart. Entitlement sold.